All right, I think we're back now. We have a great day went south really, really quick. We had a gust of wind come through, totally destroyed our tent, and then just a few moments ago, the battery goes dead in the wireless mic, so I had to switch to a wired mic right quick. But anyway, we're still here. No major damage to equipment. I got one camera that hit the ground. I'm not sure it's still working, but the main system is up and running. Everything's good. We did lose the tent. It's in it's in a dumpster at the moment. But no big deal. It certainly has been worth being here today. This will be our last broadcast because we don't have any shade now, and it's extremely hot out here. So we are going to wrap up our live broadcast for this event here at Southern Union State Community College. And boy, I tell you what, a event this has been. I got here about 5 o'clock Alabama time this morning. And I said this earlier this morning, and some of you may have heard me talk about it, but I got here, there was nobody else here. I was by myself, and the sun started coming up, and the sun was hitting the side of the exhibit, and it was just a surreal moment. I mean, it was just all the emotions that I personally went through the day this happened back in 2001, and all that started coming back, and just thinking about that day and how we didn't know what was happening and how we didn't know what was going to happen once we realized who was responsible for the towers falling and the Pentagon damage and the aircraft that went into the ground in Pennsylvania. It was there for a few minutes when this all started. We thought it was an accident. And though I never really thought it was an accident, then when that second plane hit the second tower, it became obvious that it was not an accident. And then, of course, the plane into the Pentagon confirmed that we were under attack. And this was a terrorist attack, none like anything we have ever seen. I don't think anywhere, certainly not in the United States. And just all the different emotions and the different feelings and the frustration, the anger, the sadness, all of that. It just came back this morning, and it just solidified the importance of remembering, because I think as a nation we have forgotten way too much about what that felt like, because we're at a place now where we're ridiculing people for being able to talk and express their opinion. And we've got to get away from that. We've got to understand that that's part of being an American. You have the right to express your opinion, and you can certainly believe, think, and do whatever you want to do as long as it's not causing problems for someone else. And we've just forgotten about all of it. We've forgotten how to be brothers and sisters and how to take care of one another and love one another. That day that this happened in New York, and for several years after, we were taking care of one another. We were very protective of this country and her people, and we're not so much anymore. We opened our borders. We let people in unvetted. I understand America is a country of immigrants. That's where we all came from, and that is absolutely what we're supposed to be and should be. But it's got to be done the right way. It's got to be vetted. We can't open our borders and just let people come in. We've invited the terrorists all across the world that want to end our way of life in America. We've just invited them to come right on in and sit down in the living room. I mean, that's what we've done. So that, I hope that is in the process of being changed. I believe that it is. Now we got to fix our people. And coming to this exhibit and going through and reliving that day and teaching our children and our generations that were not here when that happened what did take place. Because if we don't teach our history, it will repeat itself. So if you didn't get a chance to come by while I was here, come on by. They're here till 7 o'clock tonight. The exhibit will be here all day tomorrow until 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Opens at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning and runs through 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And then on Monday and Tuesday, they're open from 3 until 6 for the general public. During the daytime hours, they're going to have multiple schools that are going to bring students in, which I think is fantastic. So they'll be doing that during the day, but you can come by between 3 and 6 Monday and Tuesday. Hard stop at 6 o'clock Tuesday night. They've got to move on to their next event. We're probably in the neighborhood of around 3,000 people that have come through the exhibit since they opened on Thursday morning, and that is just fantastic. The Auburn game just ended, so we expect traffic to pick up here any moment. Folks coming over from the ball game, and tomorrow will probably be the biggest day, and we expect that to be after 12 tomorrow through 7 p.m. I believe is when they will see their biggest attendance here at the Tunnel to Towers. If you have never considered supporting them, let me tell you, I don't know of another organization out there that you could better support than Tunnel to Towers. They take care of our first responders, our fallen first responders, our heroes, our veterans, and they do that by making sure they have a place to live, and any need that they have, they're taken care of. Mortgages are paid off, homes are built. Homeless veterans are taken off the street and put into hotels that Tunnel to Towers has bought and turned into living quarters. They do phenomenal work, and they do it the right way. 93 cents, I think he said, of every single dollar goes to a veteran or the family of a fallen hero. So you can't go wrong there, folks. And they have a plan. It's $11 a month. That's just skipping one lunch a month. You know, a lot of us that work, we eat out just about every day. And so if we can just forego that one day, that is not much of a sacrifice to make sure that someone's taken care of. You can go to their website. It's t2t.org. That's T as in the letter T, 2 as in the number 2, T as in T, .org. T2T.org is the website. You can sign up there, support Tunnel to Towers, and for all of you folks who came by while I was here, thank you. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. We had folks I actually got somebody from Randolph County. We had somebody come by from Randolph County just a few moments ago. Ms. Henson came by, and I appreciate that. She seems to show up everywhere I broadcast from, and that's fantastic. I appreciate it. So we did get somebody here from Randolph County. Had lots of folks from Chambers County, Lafayette, Standing Rock, West Point, Lynette, Valley. Had a lady from Smith Station that came by. So I appreciate you folks that came by and said hello, and thank you for doing that. So we're going to wrap it up from Opelika, Alabama. I'll be back in the studio tomorrow morning. We'll have your primetime forecast out first thing tomorrow. I'll tell you, there ain't going to be much to it because there is no weather on the horizon. It's going to be warm and dry at least through Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So I got a mess I got to clean up and put all this equipment up and hit the road and head back to the mountains of North Georgia. Thank you for joining us today. God bless you all. And thank you for joining us here on Dr. Don's Weather.